And mic check 1, 2, 3. Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Nikki Rowe Gymnasium. I'm Alex Espinosa with John as my camera operator. I'd like to thank you for joining us here on Rio Sports Live as we are about to begin a matchup between the Nikki Rowe Lady Warriors and the Mission Lady Eagles. This is the third to last district play for both teams. Nikki Rowe will have their final game at home against the McCall Memorial Mustangs. Meanwhile, the Mission Eagles will have their final home game and final district game at La Jolla against La Jolla. Both teams lining up to the court, holding their hands. We'll have player introductions as well as the national anthem coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. If you do have friends who are interested in watching this game, they can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and even Roku. All you have to do is type Rio Sports Live. Both teams, this is a exciting matchup for the Rowe Warriors. They have 18 wins in the season. Meanwhile, Mission Eagles have not had it easy as they have only had 5 wins on the season, and one of those wins being a district win, and that was against Juarez Lincoln. The Mission Eagles only have 1 win at district. Meanwhile, Nikki Rowe has at least 6 wins in district. Mission Eagles have struggled with their offense throughout the last 2 weeks of the season, and they're hoping to find a way to bounce back against a very active Rowe defense and a very hyperactive Rowe offense. For Nikki Rowe, you have to watch out for Ana Onrubia, one of their best hitters for this season, playing terrifically, but also a highly underrated player is Samantha Cifuentes, who has been known for her terrific kills, being able to help her team with anything. And that as well as includes as number 17, Lauren Marbury, who also has a terrific arm and hard hitting. As the cheer chant and the Rowe standing up, celebrating their players. Player introductions coming in for Nikki Rowe on our right side, wearing the all-white jerseys with black shorts, black knee pads, and black and white shoes with pink laces. They are wearing pink today, ladies and gentlemen, as Breast Cancer Awareness Month is here. And it's actually near the end as well, as this is October 22nd, only 9 days away from the end of October. It's amazing how fast this month went by real fast. But the Rowe Warriors are not the only ones who have been showing their spirit, as the Mission Eagles at their high school have also been showing their spirit with Spirit Week. Yesterday on October 21st, their theme was Red Rally, and they would wear a red ribbon. It was also Western Day for them. Today, however, it was Don't Do Drugs. With drugs, you don't win. So grab a friend and be a twin. That was Twin Day. An amazing rhyme there that is just adorable and terrific. It's terrific seeing high schools like that being able to do good. And then tomorrow for the Mission Eagles, they're actually doing United Day. Being kind and accepting. So it's Wear Orange for the Mission Eagles and for the students of Mission High School on Wednesday. Both teams showing terrific spirit, both on the field and off the field. As we got player introductions coming up, we'll take a little break, ladies and gentlemen, as the national anthem is about to be played. I'm Alex Espinosa with John as my camera operator. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Ladies, thank you very much for your commitment to the volleyball program. It has been an honor as for Coach Canales and all the coaching staff. We greatly appreciate your hard work. Thank you very much, seniors.
Welcome in to October. Huh? Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Expedition for 0% interest for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Real Sports Live. Alex Espinosa, John is my camera operator. It is senior night for 3 seniors of the Lady Warriors. The first one being introduced was Victoria Enriquez, who's being introduced by her mother. And then 2 other Rowe Warriors that have been on the senior roster as well. And that includes Samantha Cifuentes, one of the other hitters that I was talking about, who has had a terrific season. And then Jessica Martinez, a highly underrated setter for the team, always being on point with her job and doing whatever it takes to help her team win. Congratulations to the 3 ladies right there for almost finishing high school. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a little break again for National Anthem here on Rio Sports Live. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem is done, and we shall continue on with volleyball. The Rowe Warriors on the right side in their white jerseys, getting over with Coach Canales in hopes of getting another good win, hoping that this would be a terrific night for her seniors. 3 seniors that are going to be graduating this season, ladies and gentlemen. It's unbelievable. Being able to graduate from high school is a big achievement for anyone and for a lot of people. For some people, they don't understand that high school is still as tough, and for some people, being able to graduate high school is a big achievement, and it's something that we all understand, that we all appreciate, that we all watching to do. Having parents being able to see their son, their own daughter graduate high school is one of the proudest moments, and for the parents, one of the proudest achievements for the students. And as to the theme of House of Cards, we are about to begin. Both teams lining up to the center of the court, high-fiving and wishing each other good luck. The Mission Eagles in their maroon-red jerseys with their black shorts, and unlike the Rowe Warriors where they wear pink laces, the Mission Eagles are wearing pink socks. And they huddle up in their circles on each respective sides of the court. For the Mission Eagles, this will be a tough challenge for them. Mission with only 5 wins in overall, 1 win in district, and have not beaten any of the McAllen schools this season. They have been swept by all 3 McAllen schools. They're hoping that in this rematch they'll be able to beat the Rowe Warriors. Meanwhile, the Rowe Warriors, they've come out of a loss to PSJ High School. Before that, however, they were on a 2-game win streak against PSJ North and Juarez Lincoln. Before that, they were swept against Mac High and lost to McAllen Memorial. So one thing that the Eagles and the Rowe Warriors have in common is that they weren't able to beat the powerhouses of Mac High and McAllen Memorial. But we'll see who's going to dominate who in this match as both squads coming in. Coach Canals bringing in her libero. Mariana Cortez will serve as the libero for the team. Lauren Marbury will take a break and go to the bench. And serving as the libero for the Eagles is going to be Jasmine Gomez, who herself had a good game and also a struggle against the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Let's see if she's able to have any difference against the Warriors. As the Eagles set up for an attack, that's Mayela Cantu with the hit, but it goes out of bounds, so the first points of the game are going to go directly to the Warriors. Coming up to serve for the Warriors will be Ana Rubia, one of the best hitters, the junior for Nikki Rowe. She takes a small step and a jump serve. And Jacobo is going to call her own number and take it into Rowe territory. A little tip down, but the whistle is blown. They're going to call hand in the net against the Mission Eagles. So that'll be another point for the Warriors. And on that attack attempt that looked to have been Victoria Enriquez down in the middle. Ball goes over her hands, and it's going to be a little setup to the left, but it is blocked. Fortunately for the Warriors, that goes into Eagles territory. And now Rubia coming back and will serve on that attack attempt that looks to have been Cassidy Salinas. And the ball digged by Gomez. It's going to be taken out by Perez of the Eagles, but that was overpowered and out of bounds. Offensive struggles early on for the Mission Eagles, similar to what we saw in the McAllen Memorial game where they weren't able to get any rhythm in their play. On Rubia, another jump serve met down the middle by the Eagles. Enriquez with the first dig. It's going to be a setup from behind and a little floater left hand hit by Jillian Pantillano. The ball goes into the net and into Mission territory, so that'll be another point. That's 5 straight points for the Rowe Warriors. 3 of those points were resulted in attacking errors by the Mission Eagles. 2 of them were in their own territory. And a hit attempt is good. Unbelievable hit by Mayela Cantu. And that'll give the first points of the game for the Mission Eagles. And Alina Hernandez will serve. Taking a couple of steps and a jump serve of her own going directly to Rubia. Not Enriquez, but Munoz will set it up from behind for Pantillano, and it goes into Mission territory. Ball met by Cassidy Salinas. Salinas is going to call her own number. A good hit. It is blocked, however, and it goes into Rowe territory. So that'll make it 5-2 in favor of Rowe. And another hit for the Mission Eagles. And a monstrous hit. Monstrous hit by Victoria Enriquez to mark her first kill in the game. And up to serve was going to be Jillian Pantillano, but a service error will give the Eagles the ball back, and that'll make the score 6-3. It's 6-3 after a hit by Enriquez resulted in a kill, and a service error against the Eagles will give another point to the Warriors. So that'll make it 7-3, Nikki Rowe. And now up to serve for the Warriors is Jasmine Munoz on a right-hand serve. It goes to the right side, and it's going to be a little setup for Perez, and Perez gets a good floater after the ball was blocked. Whistle is blown for 2 hits against the Warriors. So now the Mission Eagles slowly but surely making a comeback, only down by 3. And a hit by Mayela Cantu. It's Enriquez setting it up for Rubia. Rubia with a good hit. It's met by Cantu, and the Eagles recover it. It's going to be a setup in the middle for Northcutt, the first time we've heard her name. And on Rubio with a little floater of her own, Cantu was able to dig it just barely. Mission Eagles went under the line, but the ref will not call it, and the ball's still in play. Does it go over the pole? Yes, just barely. The ball's still in play. A little tip-off by Castillo. And now down the middle is going to be Enriquez, but she's blocked. The Mission Eagles going to have another chance with a small floater. Salinas meets it. And up there to help dig it is Pantillano, taken out by Onrubia. Hernandez is going to set up down the middle. Tip drill That was Moreberry with the tip drill. Ball goes out of bounds, so that'll be a point in favor of Rowe after it was last touched by the Mission Eagles. That'll make the score 8-4. And another hit going out of bounds. That'll result in another point for the Warriors to make it 9-4. And Hernandez is going to set it up this time for Castillo, but the ball is blocked going into the net, directly into the ground in Mission territory. That'll make it a 10-4 lead for the Warriors. And on that hit is Jessica Martinez, one of the seniors for the Warriors. Ball going over the arms of Moreberry, and that'll go out of bounds, but not after it was touched, not before it was touched by a Rowe Warrior. That'll make the score 10-5 with the Mission Eagles getting the ball back, and up to serve is going to be Nancy Jacobo. Jacobo, a small two or three steps, met by two Warriors on Rubio with a slam, and it goes out of bounds, so that'll be another point for the Mission Eagles. And for the Mission Eagles, now they're only down by 4. Ball out of bounds. The Warriors will get the ball back. That'll end the little streak that the Mission Eagles developed. And up to serve is going to be Mariana Cortez. Cortez with a good serve. It looks to have been met by Garza, and a little floater by Hernandez getting it across. Rubia is going to push it out on her own, and it's going to go Jacobo, and whistle blown for double hit against the Mission Eagles. So the Mission Eagles were able to make it a 4-point deficit, and now 2 points cost them the 4-point deficit and makes it into a 6-point deficit. And now we'll make that a 7-point deficit, as a digging error will result in points for the Warriors. And for Cortez, that marks her first ace in the game. With a timeout called by the Mission Eagles, down by 7, looking to find a way to make a comeback. We'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Robert Miller's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa, John Fuentes as my camera operator here at the Rowe Gymnasium, with the Warriors leading at 13-6, serving Marina Cortez, and Ashley Perez will have the setup. It's going to go to Hernandez, but Onrubia was there to meet it, and Cifuentes sets up for Onrubia. Whistle blown, and they're going to call 2 hits against the Warriors, so the Eagles will get the ball back. Only down by 6, but they're going to need a lot more offensively, and they're going to have to find a way to get rid of those little attacking errors that are costing them points. Ashley Perez serves. It's met by Cortez, and it's going to be a huge hit for the Warriors, getting it into Mission territory, and Pantillano is going to set up for a slam hit. That's Mia Mata with a hit that counts. Score now 14-7 for the Warriors. They get the ball back, and Jasmine Munoz is going to serve. Munoz taking a couple of steps, a little quick serve. Jacobo is going to set up from behind. The attack was Leslie Northcutt, but it goes out of bounds. And just as I said in the beginning, the attacking errors are what's costing them this game so far. The Mission Eagles have to find a way to limit their attacking errors, control their power as best as they can. On Rubia with a wonderful dig, controlled it just enough for her setter to get there. A little swipe, but the ball doesn't go to the ground. So the Warriors are going to have to try and attack again. They get a slam hit, but the officials will call point for the Eagles. It was a good hit by the Warriors. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds. And Gomez to serve, a little jump serve. And Munoz setting it up for Enriquez. Enriquez's hit is met by Gomez. And it's going to be Cantu with a little floater, a little overpowered, going out of bounds. That marks the 7th attacking error for the Mission Eagles. They're going to have to find a way to limit those attacking errors if they want to get themselves back into this game, being down by 8. And Gomez meets the serve of Onrubia. Onrubia, that's her 2nd time serving for the team. And a hit by Salinas is good to mark her first kill in the game, to make the score 17-8 in favor of Nikki Rowe. And Onrubia is going to serve again. In the meantime, Salinas, who just had the kill, is going to sub out. Coming in is going to be Sidney Moreno. Gomez with the dig. Met by their setter, Jacobo. And back into Rowe territory. A little attack for Enriquez is good. That's her 2nd kill in the game. And a terrific kill for Victoria Enriquez. 2 kills already, leading the team in this match for kills. And substitution, Ariana Castro is going to come in. And Ana Onrubia is going to take a little rest. With the Warriors up by 10. And a good hit by the Mission Eagles, but unfortunately they weren't able to set anything up. Oh, unbelievable block. Can the Warriors recover that one? No, they will not. So that'll make the score 18-9, a 9-point deficit for the Eagles, a 9-point lead for the Warriors. Can they do anything? Can the Eagles instigate a comeback? Let's see if this is the momentum they needed. And the ball met by the libero of the Warriors, and a slam left-handed hit by Pantillano is no good, so that'll be out of bounds. That's 2 straight points for the Mission Eagles, and they'll keep the ball with Alina Hernandez up to serve. And ball met by one of the hitters of the Warriors, miscommunication, and the ball goes straight into the ground, resulting in a campfire. So that's 3 straight points, the longest streak for the Mission Eagles in this match. And they'll come back to serve, being down by 7. Hernandez serving again, met by Castro. It's going to be a little floater in the middle, and this one is good. Another kill for Enriquez to mark kill number 3 in the game. So that'll end the streak for the Mission Eagles. And now they're going to be able to get the ball back. And coming up to serve is Brianne Morales, the first time we've heard her name in a while. And a right-hand hit. It's going to be a little setup for Perez. Ball is met by the Warriors. Warriors will take it out. On that takeout is Enriquez again. And it's a setup across. And that was Francesca Garza with the attack attempt, but it's no good. So that's 20 points for the Mission Eagles, the Nikki Rowe Warriors. And the ball goes directly to Michaela Castillo, but that ball will go out of bounds. And that marks 9 attacking errors for the Mission Eagles, being down by 10 again. And the right hand hit. On that hit it was Morales. And Cantu with a slam met by the Rowe backfield. Taken out. Looks to be Miyamata with that takeout. Correction, that's Lauren Morbury. Welcome back. And whistle blown. That is lifting against the Rowe Warriors. With that, the Mission Eagles will get the ball back, and it looks like Francesca Garza is going to get a chance to serve, or not anymore with substitutions. They took a little second to confirm that the substitution will happen. Garza will step out, and Alex Fuentes is going to serve. She'll have a little jump serve with a right-hand hit, met by Castro, and it's going to be a setup for Morbury with a slamming hit is good. .22 points for the Rowe Warriors. Serving for the Warriors, that looks to be. That was Samantha Cifuentes with the serve. The ball going inbounds. And that'll mark a point for the Mission Eagles. Only down by 9. And speaking of nines, number 9, Mayela Cantu, is serving for the Mission Eagles. So take a small step before she crosses the line. She hits the ball just as she crosses, and the Warriors have to take it out. It's going to be a setup for the number 5, Leslie Northcutt, and it's a good hit for Northcutt to make her first kill in the game. And with that, the Mission Eagles only down by 8. Score now 22-14, Nikki Rowe. And it's going to be a setup from, not behind, but from the middle. That's Morbury with a good, accurate hit. The Warriors are only 2 points away from taking this first set. Score right now 23-14 Warriors, and Castro will step out. Serving is going to be number 6, Sydney Moreno. Ball blocked by Morbury, but it stays in Rowe territory. The Warriors will have one shot to get a hit, and the ball is hit, but does it stay in bounds? They say yes. Unbelievable hit. Very close call for the officials. Look, the ball might have gone across the line, but the officials will call it inbounds. And a small steps on that with Samantha Cifuentes with the serve. This is game point for the Warriors. And a little floater whistle blown for lifting against the Eagles. And that's how set number 1 is going to end, with the Rowe Warriors winning set number 1 25-14 in terrific offensive defensive fashion. For the Mission Eagles, in order to win set number 2, they're going to have to find a way to limit their attacking errors, as that was attacking error number 11 for them in this game. We'll take a break and we'll come back for the start of set number 2. I'm Alex Espinosa with John Fuentes as my camera operator. We'll be right back.
Recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of set number 2 for the Rowe Warriors and the Mission Eagles, as we just witnessed an unbelievable hit, unbelievable improvisation by the Mission Eagles to result in first points of the game. I'm Alex Espinosa. With me as my camera operator is John Fuentes. I'd like to thank everybody here for watching us on Real Sports Live for the Mission Eagles and the Nikki Rowe Warriors. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. If you have friends who are interested in watching this match, all they have to do is search up Real Sports Live and look for the game of Mission Eagles versus Nikki Rowe Volleyball. And attacking error again for the Rowe Warriors results in 2 straight points for the Mission Eagles. Coming back to serve is going to be Alina Hernandez. Ball met by Martinez of the Warriors, and it's going to be Enriquez with a cross hit. The ball is going to go directly out of bounds, so that'll be a point in favor of the Warriors. To make the score 1-2. And if you heard that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Nikki Rowe fan base going crazy for their team. As it looks to be Castro coming back to serve for the Warriors, and that'll be her first ace of the game. And now we're tied at 2 apiece, with the Rowe Warriors on a slow start just to begin this second set. Up to serve, that looks to have been Martinez. Ball barely goes over the roof, almost hit it. And a little tip off by, it looks to be Salinas. And whistle blown in favor of the Warriors. That ball just barely goes in bounds. Ball going high in the air, that's Castro with the hit. And a slam for Garza of Mission. Ball hits the net, and that'll go directly into the ground for the Mission Eagles. So that'll be a point for Nikki Rowe to make it 4-2. Up to serve, Ariana Castro of Nikki Rowe. And that ball going directly out of bounds, so that'll give points immediately to the Mission Eagles to make it 4-3, only down by 1. And the right hand hit. On that hit is Alex Fuentes. And it's going to go directly to Salinas, who swings it out. Set up in the middle, Cantu. Ball met by Martinez. Met again by Hernandez, or correction by Pantillano. And ball blocked, goes back into Mission territory, and for Enriquez, kill number 4 in the game. What a terrific night for Victoria Enriquez. 4 kills in this game, leading the team in this match. And up to serve, Brianne Morales. And right hand hit. Does it go in bounds? The officials say yes. A terrific ace for Morales, her first one in the game. And that makes it 6-3 in favor of the Warriors. And another hit met by Gomez. And this one going to the left, and that's Perez with a good hit. Unbelievable kill. That'll make the score 6-4, and for Perez, that's her first kill in this match. And on the attack on the serve is Mayela Cantu. Set up from Munoz, direct hit across. That's Morberry, but that ball goes out of bounds. So that'll make it 6-5 Warriors, but the Eagles keep the ball. Cantu to serve again. Little floater going directly to Morberry. It is met, and Morberry's going to have another shot at taking a hit, and a good hit from across to make another kill. So that'll make the score 7-5 in favor of Rowe. And for Morberry, that's actually her first kill in the game. Cifuentes, one of the seniors, serving. And an ace for her. That marks her first ace in the game. And in just 2 minutes, in just 20 seconds, 2 points are scored by the Warriors. And another floater by Cifuentes. Diving dig for Gomez, and ball taken out by Perez. And the ball is hit by an Eagle, but it stays in bounds. Couldn't go anywhere to make it 9-5 in favor of Nikki Rowe, and they're slowly taking command of this second set. Up to serve again is Cifuentes. Met by Perez. It's going to be a setup from behind, and on that hit was Northcutt, and a good hit to help kill the streak of the Warriors to make it 9-6. The Eagles will get the ball back, but We'll see if they can get 3 points to tie it up here. Met by Castro. Little miscommunication. Cifuentes takes it, and Morberry will take it out, ending the third hit. And a little floater attempt by the Eagles, no good. That was Northcutt, blocked by Morberry, and it goes back into Mission territory. Ball in the air again, and going directly into the ground for the Mission Eagles. So that'll be another point for Nikki Rowe. And actually, what's this? They are saying that the point goes directly to the Eagles. How about that? It looks like the ball looks like one of the players for Rowe must have hit the net. And Cifuentes will set up for Morberry. She's going to want her revenge here, and she'll get her revenge to help her team make a 3-point lead again. And substitution as Castro is going to go back to the bench, and Onrubia will come back to serve. Ball went all the way across from the door to where the food is. Jasmine Gomez went over there to pick it up and rolled it over for Mariana Cortez to pick it up. Marina Cortez to pick it up. And a hit by Northcutt, tipped by Morberry. And the Warriors will get one shot. They're going to call it in favor of the Warriors, so that'll be 11 points for Nikki Rowe against the 7 points of Mission. And Cortez is serving again. Takes a couple of steps and a right-hand serve. And Northcutt's going to try and take it out, trying to score fast. Looks like what these Mission Eagles are trying to do. Onrubia with a slow floater getting it over the stone wall, and that one is good. So that'll be the first kill for Ana Onrubia in this game, and that'll mark the 12th point for the Mission Eagles, for the Rowe Warriors. Cortez serving again. Jump serve going directly to Fernandez. And the whistle is blown for two hits against the Eagles. In the first set, there was 11 attacking errors that resulted in points for the Rowe Warriors. In this second set, there haven't been that many attacking errors, but there haven't been any opportunities for hits for the Mission Eagles. And Onrubia will have another hit of her own. Ball going over the wall again and into the ground of Mission territory to make it 14-7. If I'm Coach Clemens right now, I would say at the 15th point, I would call a timeout to get the team back in this game. Cortez with another serve, met by Fernandez, still in the air, and it's going to be a little floater taken out. Ball recovered by Cifuentes. Morberry will pass it to Onrubia, and the Eagles will get another chance at it, but not anymore. Two hands. And that's 15 points for the Rowe Warriors, and the first time out of the game of the second set is called by the Mission Eagles. We'll take a break on our end, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Rowe Warriors and the Mission Eagles on Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa. John Fuentes as my camera operator, with the Rowe Warriors leading it 15-7. And Cortez serving again for the Warriors. And a slamming hit by Northcutt is good after it's deflected by a Warrior. So with that, the score is 15-7, and Northcutt doing whatever it takes to help her team get back in this game. That's her second kill of the game. And an attack in a service error, correction, an ace for the Eagles. That'll be another point for Mission to make it 15-9 Rowe. And for Perez, that's her first ace in the game. And that's two aces in a row 15-10 now, 5-point deficit for the Eagles. I don't know what Coach Clemens said at the timeout, but whatever it is, it's working. And Ashley Perez with another hit. Ball going from behind the digger, and it's taken out by Cifuentes. Warriors getting back into formation quickly. Good improvisation, but miscommunication will be another point for the Mission Eagles, down by 4. And a timeout is going to be called by the Rowe Warriors. Coach Canales trying to get her team back into shape, trying to figure out what happened as 4 points were scored by the Mission Eagles. We'll take a break on our end, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa with John Fuentes as my camera operator. As for Perez, that's her third ace in a row. And the Mission Eagles only down by 3 to make it 15-12. And just as we saw in the McAllen Memorial game, ladies and gentlemen, the Mission Eagles instigating a comeback of their own. But we'll see if this is enough to help them win. And the tip down to the ground, that's Morbury with an unbelievable kill to end the streak at 5. For the Mission Eagles, it's 12. For the Rowe Warriors, it's 16. For Morbury, that's her second kill in the game, and she'll take a break going back to the bench. And is Jessica Martinez to serve in her place. Ball met by Perez, who has 3 aces already in this game. And ball tipped and over Mission Eagles territory, but it goes back into Rowe. And a hit by Mata goes into Mission. Mission has one shot to take it out, and they will. Cortez with the first dig. Cifuentes setting up for Rubia with a arcing hit going over the wall of the Eagles. Ball blocked by Mata, and it's still in play, but the whistle will be blown as that is 4 hits for the Mission Eagles. For Mia Mata, that's another kill for her in this game. And the ball taken out to the left. On that was Francesca Garza on Rubio with a slamming hit. Met by Gomez, but the whistle is blown. They're going to call 4 hits. Or not 4 hits, but hand in net against the Mission Eagles. I saw the number 4 sign at first, and I thought, okay, it must have been 4 hits. And the attack attempt by Pantillano, no good. That'll be 4 hits against the Warriors. So now the score is 18-3 with Mission getting the ball back. Jasmine Gomez to serve. And taking a jump serve, and it's going to Cortez. Cifuentes is going to set up for Mata, but that ball was overpowered and it goes out of bounds. So now it's back to a 4-point deficit for the Mission Eagles. Ball met by Onrubia, hits the air vents, but it's still in play. They'll have one shot to take it out, and that's Moreno taking it out. Tip off by Jacobo, and Jacobo's going to set up for Cantu, but the whistle is blown, and that was 2 hits against the Mission Eagles to make it 19-14. And coming in to serve is going to be Jasmine Munoz, and taking a right-hand hit, met by Garza, taken into Rowe territory. It's going to be a setup from behind, and that's Moreno with a good hit into Mission territory. The Eagles take it out. That's Perez. Martinez, and it's going to be a setup for not Cifuentes, but for Enriquez, and that one is digged by the Eagles. Enriquez with the dig, and it's going to go to Onrubia, who is blocked, and back in Rowe territory. Set up for Moreno, a little floater to get it over the wall, but Perez is there to meet it. And now this time the Eagles will take it out, and a swipe on Frida Fernandez is good. So the unbelievable hot potato in this serve goes directly to the Mission Eagles. And Fernandez, the heroine of the game, is going to take the heroine of that serve is going to take a rest, and coming in her place. We'll take that later as we see what's going on. Unbelievable play by both teams offensively. And the hand under the net against the Warriors will make it a 3-point deficit for the Eagles, making a quick comeback. And the person that was filling in for Fernandez, that's Alina Hernandez, who's also coming in to serve. Her second serve in a row, and Onrubia meets it. Ball taken out directly by Munoz, and it's going to be a setup to the right, but it hits their own net. And the momentum goes down just a tad for the Mission Eagles. Score right now 20-16 Rowe, and Castro comes back to serve as Onrubia is going to take a break. And Castro takes a few steps and a jump serve. Attack attempt is going to go for Garza. And the Warriors were there to meet it, taken out by Salinas. And from the middle, that's gone through. It is partially blocked, but back into Warriors territory. And a little setup for Moreno. Ball is going to hit the lights, and it's going to go directly out of bounds. So that will count as a point for the Warriors. And for Sydney Moreno, that's her first kill in the game. And for the Mission Eagles, they're calling their second time out of the game. We'll take a break on our end, ladies and gentlemen, as we're coming back to a fantastic match between the Mission Eagles and the Rowe Warriors here on Rio Sports Live.
Be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, we're Mission veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with score 21-12 in favor of Rowe. I'm Alex Espinosa, John Fuentes as my camera operator, as the Warriors coming in with a striking offense, and that monstrous hit by Salinas is met by the Eagles. I don't know how that happened, but that one looks to be out of bounds. I think you heard that too, ladies and gentlemen. Someone saying boom as the Rowe Warriors are trying to take some monstrous hits. I believe that's an attempt to try and scare the Mission Eagles, but we'll see if that works out for them. As Alex Fuentes will serve, and it's going to be met by the setter, Jasmine Munoz. Eagles get another shot at it, and that ball is going to go directly out of bounds. Did any of the Warriors touch it? No, they did not. So the score right now, 22-17 with Rowe on top, and Sydney Moreno is going to come in for her first serve in the game, already with one kill. Takes a couple of steps, and a high jump serve is out of bounds. So it's back to a 4-point deficit for the Eagles, who have not had the lead since the beginning of set number 2. And Mayela Cantu will serve a little floater going directly into their arms. It looks to be Castro. Monstrous hit met by Cantu, but it's recovered by the Eagles. They'll have one shot to take it out, and barely do with Morberry. And Munoz setting up for Morberry, and the monstrous hit. This time it's good, and it looks like the boom sound effect is working well for the fans of the Warriors. Score 23-18 with Nikki Rowe on top, and substitutions. 2 players will step out. That's Enriquez and Munoz, who will take a break. Fuentes is coming back in. And Moreno is on the right side, and the other substitute is Mia Mata, taken out by Mata herself. And it's going to be a setup, but it looks to be Northcutt, met by the Warriors, and Salinas will push it out. It's a setup from behind, and the ball blocked by the own net. And that'll be another point for the Rowe Warriors to make it 24-18, and this is game point for the Rowe Warriors as Cifuentes serves, met by Perez. And Perez is going to have her own attack met by Mata with a terrific dig. And taken out by Salinas. It's going to be a setup from the middle. Blocked by the Warriors. That's Morberry. And it's going to be a setup. Block. No. In. Salinas with the final kill in set number 2. And that's how set number 2 will end, on a kill by Cassidy Salinas to mark her second kill of the game. And we'll take a break on our end, ladies and gentlemen, as set number 3 is underway in just 2 minutes. I'm Alex Espinosa. John Fuentes is my camera operator. We'll be right back.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Cold War Moscow, 1983. You and your team of counterintelligence spies have been captured. The only thing between you and certain doom is a ticking time bomb. The newest thrilling escape game from Trapped RG. Mission Moscow.
Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're PJ Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Go!
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa with John Fuentes as my camera operator. And we're having a terrific matchup between these two teams. The Rowe Warriors currently leading the set 2-0. And right now we are tied at 1 apiece, ladies and gentlemen, after a kill by both squads. We'll see who wants this more. We'll see if the Rowe Warriors are going to be able to sweep the Mission Eagles for the second time this season, or if the Mission Eagles will force a Game 4. Or actually, in this case, a set number 4, not Game 4. That's baseball. And the attack attempt by the Eagles is good, so that'll be another point for Mission to make it 2-1. And just like in the beginning of set number 2, they're already in the lead early on, but we'll see if they can keep it. Offensively, they have not had their best of luck. They had a good start with the 3 aces by Ashley Perez. And the ball hit by Cantu. It looks to go out of bounds. We're tied again at 2 apiece with substitutions coming back in. And it looks like for the Rowe Warriors, their server will be Jasmine Munoz, and Mia Mata will be the inside hitter from the middle. And Munoz with the first serve, met by Perez. And Perez will have an attack attempt of her own, getting it over the wall of Morbury. And Salinas with a monster is hit, no good, hit by her own net. And the Eagles take a 1-point lead. With Coach Chanel doing some quick substitutions, bringing in more players. Sydney Moreno is going to go back to the bench. And in the meantime, Brianne Morales, we haven't heard her name since the first set. She'll come back in this third set. And a slamming hit looks to be inbounds. That's Mia Mata with her second kill in the game. And we're tied again at 3. And Marina Cortez is going to come in to serve. Ana Onrubia is resting as Ariana Castro will come back in and serve. And Northcutt with the monster hit going out of bounds. Rowe will take their first lead in this third set. A fun fact between these two teams, actually, ladies and gentlemen, is that besides the fact that the Rowe Warriors and the Mission Eagles play each other the same week in volleyball, on this same week they're also playing each other in football. And that's correct, ladies and gentlemen. The Mission Eagles will be hosting the Rowe Warriors on Friday, October 25th at 7:30 p.m. The Rowe Warriors coming in with a terrific season on their belt with Coach Bobby Flores, as the Warriors are 4-1 at home. They're 6-1 overall, 3-1 in district with their one loss. With their one loss coming up against PSJA Alamo. PSJA. Meanwhile, for the Mission Eagles, they're also having a terrific season of their own, with a 6-1 record as well. Coach Clemens doing a terrific job with the Mission Eagles, undefeated in district, being able to defeat McAllen Memorial by a field goal, 28-25. And their final two games will be PSJ and La Jolla, as the Rowe Warriors continue to dominate the Mission Eagles. 5 straight points for them. And a timeout is going to be called by the Mission Eagles. They looked to have the momentum on their side in the beginning, but now allowing 5 straight points for the Rowe Warriors will result in a timeout. For Coach Clemens, it has been a struggle this season with only 5 wins, 1 district win. Their best case scenario, they're going to have to find a way, the attacking errors. They're going to have to find a way to avoid those attacking errors, as those who have been the Achilles heel for the Eagles. Meanwhile, the Rowe Warriors will have a challenge in next week against McAllen Memorial. The Mustangs currently undefeated, currently 12-1 in district. And there hasn't been any team that's been capable of stopping them just yet. McAllen Memorial has not had a loss in a while. And the Mustangs also had defeated the Mission Eagles a while back. As that's 2 straight points for the Rowe Warriors, or actually correction, that's 1 point, and then point number 4 for the Mission Eagles. They'll get the ball back. And a hit by Jacobo. This one is good, a terrific ace, maybe the momentum they need to turn this set around. Down by 4, needing 4 to tie it. Score right now 9-5 Warriors. And ball met by Onrubia, almost didn't see it coming, and a little floater, but the ball is going to go out of bounds by the Eagles after they recover it. So now it's back to a 5-point deficit for the Mission Eagles, trying to find a way to get themselves back into the set, as Lauren Marbury with 3+ blocks and 2 kills in this game will come back and serve. And on the right-hand serve, it's going to be Perez setting it up for Northcutt. The ball is partially blocked, but the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And the Warriors will have 1 shot to get it out. Good observation by Marbury. And ball tipped by the Warriors again. We have one shot to take it out, and Moreno will do it. And another setup. This one's going to be Perez. This time it's blocked, but Perez recovers and punches it out. Warriors with one more shot to take it out. That's Miyamata with the good observation and takeout. It's going to be a setup for Mata again. Monstrous hit. Does it stay in bounds? They went out of bounds, but it was touched by a Mission Eagle. To make the score 11-5 Warriors, with Marbury coming back to serve. For Mata, that's another kill for her, marking 3 kills in this game. And it's going to go to the left. Ball tipped by the Warriors in Warriors territory. Thankfully, it's taken out by the Warriors. And it's going to be a little setup for Cortez, who slams it out, but it goes out of bounds. Literally. She literally slammed it out. That score makes it 11-6 for the Warriors, and coming back to serve is going to be Ashley Perez, who already has 3 aces in this game. And a good serve met by Cortez, so an ace will not happen in this one. A little dump off by Hernandez. And that looks to be Fernandez, or actually Garza, with the first dig and the takeout as well. It's going to be a setup for Onrubia from across. Hits the net, deflects and out, and goes into Mission territory. And a little tip down for Moreno. Good block and into the ground for the Warriors. And that'll make the score 12-6. With substitutions coming in, Maria Abrego is going to come in and fill in for Ashley Perez, and the ball served by the Warriors, and it's going to be Northcutt with a good hit from across, but the Warriors were there to recover it. Whistle blows for 2 hits against the Warriors, so that'll make it 12-7 with a 5-point deficit for the Mission Eagles. Coming in to serve, Jasmine Gomez, who takes a small jump serve, and it goes directly into the arms of Martinez. It's going to go behind for Onrubia. Ball blocked, but it goes out of bounds, so that'll be a point in favor of the Warriors. And a close call for the Warriors, too, as they saw the ball coming a mile away. They got away from it. They would rather have the ball go out of bounds than risk taking a hit and playing it. And Onrubia, who had that monstrous hit blocked, is going to come in and serve. Score 13-7 Warriors, and it's going to go to Cantu directly, who is blocked, and it goes out of bounds, but not before it was touched by a Mission Eagle. So that's 2 straight points for the Warriors to make it 14-7. Onrubia is going to come back and serve. Takes a couple of steps on the right-hand jump serve down the middle. Gomez is there to meet it, and let's go into the middle, little floater, and this one goes in bounds. That is Francesca Garza with the kill. And a 3-step drop for Alina Hernandez. And the Warriors have 1 shot to take it out. And a slamming hit by Sydney Moreno to make 3 kills for her in this game. Score right now 15-8. Warriors on top. And the gymnasium getting louder and louder, with the Warriors slowly taking this lead. And Moreno takes a couple of hits, but that ball is going to go directly out of bounds. So that'll kill the momentum just a little bit for the Warriors as the Eagles get the ball back to make the score 15-9, only needing 6 to tie it up. Serving is going to be Garza, who had that kill that helped get her team back into momentum. And Marbury with a good hit met by Gomez is going to be a setup for Perez again, who comes back from the bench. And that's Enriquez with the dig, setting it up for Marbury. Hits the arms of Garza, but the Mission Eagles take it out, doing everything they can to keep this game in play. And a left-hand hit will go out of bounds, so now it is a 5-point deficit for the Mission Eagles in this third set. Score right now 15-10 Warriors, with Garza serving. And it's going to be a setup for Enriquez. Enriquez with 4 kills already in this game. That ball is a diving dig for the Eagles. And this hit is good. Enrique's second time is the charm. That's 5 kills for her in this game, leading the team in this match. Score right now, 16-10. And on the right-hand hit, it's miscommunication between the two Eagles, and that'll be another point for the Eagles to make it 17-10. And on the right-hand hit, it is going to the Eagles. It's going to be a setup for Michaela Castillo, and the ball tipped by the Warriors going out of bounds. So that'll be point 11 for Mission. And now coming in to serve, Mayela Cantu. Cantu takes a couple of steps, going high, arcing serve. It's going to be a setup for the middle, and that was Marbury with a monstrous hit to mark her third kill in the game. Marina Cortez comes back to serve. Score 18-11, Warriors on top. And Cortez with 1 ace already in this game. Let's see if she can get a second one. Ball floated by Perez, and the hit no good as it goes into the net. To make the score 19-11, Warriors. Cortez coming back to serve. Second straight serve for her in this game. Officials not blowing the whistle just yet as she's giving time for Alina Hernandez to tie her shoes. And on the serve by Cortez, we're back in play. And it's going to be Northcutt with a hit. It is met by Moreno. And ball met by Hernandez, taken out by Northcutt, but it goes out of bounds. So it does go out, just out of bounds. To make the score 20-11, Warriors on top with only 5 points needed to win this match. And Cortez with a high arcing serve. It is met by Garza, punched out by Hernandez. And Munoz setting it up from behind is good. That's Mia Mata with the kill. Score right now 21-11 Warriors as the timeout is called. We'll take a break on our end, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back for the rest of set number 3 on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rio Sports Live with John Fuentes as my camera operator. Unbelievable hit by Cortez to help dig it out. And Onrubia with the quick observation slings it out. Ball partially blocked by the Warriors, still in play. It's going to be a setup for Onrubia, blocked, and it goes back into Warriors territory, but with a fresh set of hits. And Marbury's going to have its hit on her own. Ball tipped. No improvisation this time for the Warriors. Score 21-12 with the Eagles getting the ball back. And up to serve is going to be Nancy Jacobo. Jacobo with a small serve. It is met by Moreno. And the setup attack for Marbury is going to go to Gomez. It's going to be a setup for Northcutt going over the arms of Marbury. And on Rubio with a slamming hit. You could hear it all the way from the stands. A little jousting match. And whistle is blown, point in favor of the Warriors as one of the Eagles went across the net. Score 22-12, Warriors coming back. And Marbury with the serve. Perez setting it up for Northcutt, who takes a good hit, breaks through the wall. And that'll be point 13 for the Eagles. Meanwhile, the Warriors only need 3 to take this set and the match. Perez is going to set up a right-hand hit. It's met directly to Cortez, and a little backdrop hit by, it looks to have been Vanessa Morales. Correction, that was Samantha Cifuentes with that hit, and then on Rubio with the kill to make it 23-13. More substitutions coming in for the Warriors. As Jasmine Munoz is going to come in, Cifuentes is going to rest, and another person to rest is Mia Mata. And it's going to be a setup going over the arms of Enriquez, and Garza gets it again. Onrubia meets it, and Onrubia is going to have another hit met by Gomez. I don't know how you can see those hits. And overpowered out of bounds hit. That'll be 24 points for the Warriors, and now we are at game point, ladies and gentlemen. And on that hit by Munoz, it's going to be a setup for Garza, met by Cortez. It's going to be a swing out by the Warriors. And the Eagles are going to try and have a hit going over the arms of Enriquez, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, but not before touching a Rowe Warrior. Eagles not giving up just yet, down by 10. Let's see if they can instigate a comeback here. As Gomez takes a couple of steps, and the right hand hit, met by Morberry. Enriquez passes to Onrubia. Onrubia is blocked. Enriquez is there for the dig, and Onrubia is going to set up for Moreno. Ball blocked by Enriquez, and that ball will go out of bounds, and that is how it will end, ladies and gentlemen. On a block hit by Victoria Enriquez to give 25 points for the Warriors. And for Enriquez, that's 6 kills for her in this game and a block to add into this match. Terrific play by the senior, terrific play by all 3 seniors and by both teams. For the Warriors, that's 19 wins. And for the Mission Eagles, they will not have a second win in district. We'll see if they're able to have it, however, at home at PSJA or at home against La Jolla. From all of us here on Rio Sports Live, from my executive producer, Joe Bowling, from my camera operator, John Fuentes, I'm Alex Espinosa, signing off on a terrific matchup from the Rowe Warriors and the Mission Eagles here on Rio Sports Live.